Former President Donald Trump is running again for the president. He takes the stage in front of thousands of rally-goers who have been waiting for him since that morning. Meanwhile, a suspected individual takes possession on a roof some 150 yards away from the main stage. But how did a highly dangerous individual get access to a roof with a clear line of sight to Donald Trump? July 6, 2024. 1 week before the Trump rally in Butler, Pennsylvania, a 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks in his home in Bethel Park, Pennsylvania, opens his laptop and searches for the terms, quote, "How far away was Oswald from Kennedy?" End quote. Probably he's trying to understand what should be a minimum distance he should position himself from the rally site to not miss the shot. At this point, he has no clue about the rally venue. All he knows that Trump will be visiting Butler in a week, which is around 37 miles from Bethel Park. A few days before the rally on July 13th, the venue is publicly announced for registrations. With the venue information, Crooks leaves his house and drives up north to Butler Farm Showgrounds in Meridian near Butler. He wants to know what the actual location looks like. He pulls out his drone and flies around the venue to get the aerial perspective as well. Meanwhile, unbeknownst to what is brewing under the radar, the Secret Service on the ground coordinates with local law enforcement authorities to finalize the security plan. They've created a secure perimeter around the rally site to make sure Trump was safe. After conducting an aerial survey, Crooks gets back home. July 13th, 2024. On the day of the rally, Thomas Crooks, after purchasing a ladder from a local store, visits the rally site again at 10 a.m. in the morning. On the other hand, the Secret Service with local law enforcement are finalizing their security and deploying personnel around the venue according to the plan. Meanwhile, Crooks spends around 70 minutes around the venue undetected and heads back home. At around 3:35 p.m., Crooks revisits the rally site and parks his car near the west parking lot of a complex called American Glass Research, or AGR for short. At this time, Crooks have come prepared. He has a bicycle that he parks under a tree shade west of the AGR complex near a parking lot, and again flies his drone at around 3:50 and 4 p.m., only a couple of hours before Trump would be taking the stage. The security deployments are already in place, but somehow misses the presence of an unknown drone surveying the vicinity. At around 4:26 p.m., a local law enforcement personnel from the counter sniper team positioned at the second floor of the AGR warehouse ends his shift and exits the building and heads towards his car. As he walks towards the parking lot, he sees a man sitting on a picnic table looking at the rally venue and AGR complex, looking suspicious. The counter sniper personnel immediately sends a text to his team asking them to keep an eye on him. This is what he texts to his team. "Someone followed our lead and snuck in and parked by our cars, just so you know. I'm just letting you know because you see me go out with my rifle and put it in my car. So he knows you guys are up there. He's sitting to the direct right on a picnic table about 50 yards from the exit." This piece of information about his whereabouts will become one of the most important pieces in the chain of events about to unfold. This is the first time Crooks is marked suspicious, but not necessarily a threat. A big mistake. Thomas Crooks at this point knows various possession of law enforcement personnel while he himself is being marked suspicious. He has created a clear mental picture of every possible vantage point and how to avoid detection. For the next half an hour, Crooks roams around the area, staying away from the rally area, mostly surveying the AGR complex, most probably on foot. At 5:10 p.m., a counter-sniper team member looks out the window overlooking the rally site to look for Crooks, but he's nowhere to be found. And it's because now Crooks is exactly under the counter-sniper position, sitting on a retaining wall. The counter-sniper member looks down the window, spots Crooks, and takes his picture. Within a few minutes, he leaves the area and is spotted again using a rangefinder. Now the suspicion has raised to a serious level. Various local police officers start to look for Crooks but fail to find him anywhere. The manhunt has now officially begun. Unfortunately, at this point, the Secret Service is unaware about Crooks and his whereabouts. It's because the information is still not relayed to the Secret Service at this time. A serious communication failure. At 5:33 p.m., Donald Trump's motorcade arrives at the rally venue. Between 5:33 and 5:38, Thomas Crooks finally figures out a possible way to get to the rooftop while avoiding detection. He walks in between the two-story building where one of the counter-sniper teams was located and another building left to the building facing the west parking lot. Crooks climbs onto an AC unit and then finally hops on to the north side rooftop. Crooks with his gun then runs towards the east, turns right, crosses two interconnecting hallway roofs, and finally crawls on into his final position. Many spectators on the outside fence takes his video while he positions himself on the roof. The people outside the rally fence near AGR complex and all local law enforcement teams know about a highly suspicious man with a gun in the vicinity. Even at this point, the Secret Service knows nothing about the commotion unfolding north of the rally ground. At around 5:51 p.m., a Beaver County ESU tactical team member spots Crooks on a roof and immediately notifies his presence to the Secret Service. The Secret Service counter-sniper team starts scoping Crooks from their designated positions. At 6:03 p.m., Donald Trump takes the stage and at 6:05 starts delivering his speech explaining the shortcoming of Biden administration through various charts being displayed on large displays placed on either side of Trump. Between 6:10 and 6:11, a Butler Township police officer finally locates Crooks' possible position and attempts to climb on the roof with the help of another officer. Crooks immediately turns around and points his gun towards the officer. The officer, as a natural response, lets go off his grip and falls down to the ground. At 6:11:33, after encountering police, Crooks quickly takes his aim and pulls the trigger. As the first bullet cuts through the air heading towards the stage, Trump turns his head to show something to the audience on the chart. Now the path of the bullet has Trump's ear and not his head. This high-velocity projectile grazes Trump's ear and goes towards the south side bleacher. As Trump feels something hurt his ear and hearing a shot ring out, he immediately ducks down and takes cover behind the lectern. Two more shots are fired in immediate succession following the first shot, and then 5 more shots ring out. One outbound shot is fired by the counter-sniper team that neutralizes the threat. Trump is immediately barricaded by the Secret Service. After the confirmation that the threat has been neutralized, the Secret Service starts to escort Donald Trump off the stage, but Trump stops them because he wants the people to know that he was okay. He pumps his fist in the air and mouths the word, quote, "Fight, fight, fight," end quote. A historic moment is captured by the press with the American flag sailing in the summer breeze. He's quickly moved off the stage and to his armored vehicle, from where he would be taken to Butler Memorial Hospital for the treatment. This incident is still very much an ongoing investigation, and there is a possibility that some of the facts that I have mentioned in the video may alter in the near future. However, I've taken into account everything I could that was relevant for this video based on official investigation reports and other sources. If you like this video, consider subscribing and share your thoughts and comments about the whole incident. And once again, thank you for watching.